Normally this is the part where I would go, "Hi guys!" But I'm not going to do that because I'm really sick of seeing myself go, "Hi guys!" every morning. So, hey, what's up? I'm Tony, you're my audience. This is day... I want to say 82. Let's just go with that. I'm probably going to work out the math later on, but 80-ish. Let's say 80-ish, yeah. Excuse me, I'll edit that out later. Yeah, so it's like 80 something. Wow, 80 days. I think it feels more when you say it's like 4 months. Because 80 days doesn't feel like that long. It is, it's really long, but when you say 4 months, it seems to have more magnitude, more, carries more weight, so to speak. But yeah, so there's a few things I want to talk about. I'll wait till the end, so we'll get along to for those people who don't want to hear my rants at the end, that's where I'll leave them, to the end. So we'll do the body thing, then we'll do the way thing, and then we'll do the blah 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 thing. So stay tuned for at least the next 30 seconds or so, and then when you see my face again, feel free to press stop and close the YouTube window. See you soon. And we're back. So, a little bit of a drop. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about was I was getting concerned with the rate of weight gain, and I was pretty happy hitting my 84, 85 mark. And I wanted to slow things down. And I talked to my sister Erin and Simon, both who've done the protein shake things, and Erin said unless you're doing exercise, you might want to cut them out or at least reduce them drastically, because what will happen is you'll just keep jumping up now that your body's kind of at a good space. It'll just start putting on weight like the rest of us, rather than the ridiculously slow weight that you were putting on weight beforehand. So what I've done is I've cut those out because I wanted to really... I didn't want to blow out. Like, I didn't really want to just go the opposite side and freak the fuck out, because I could feel myself doing that. And I've worked too hard for that. You know, I've come too far. So I thought, reduce those. I really don't need those. But they're things, you know, considering I spent like $150 on bloody protein powder. When I do start exercising, I'll use those as the way to compensate that I'm not losing weight. So that's good. And it'll help me build muscle and, you know, whatever else. So that's good. So they'll get used eventually. You'll notice I'm talking really quickly. Usually I talk really quickly when I've got things I want to talk about, and I'll tend to talk at people, but also I get nervous when I don't feel confident about things and I start to babble a bit. And the truth be told is I don't feel terribly confident at the moment. I'm feeling quite anxious about my body. The last week or so I've been feeling really big, really just heavy, and I'm really uncomfortable in my skin. Very aware of the boundaries of my body and what I look like, or what I perceive myself to look like. And I know it just takes getting used to. You know, I spent, 10 years of my life more or less being anorexic, and that being my normal. So having this as the new normal, it's very different, and it's going to take some getting used to. And that's why I said that, I might have won a battle, I haven't won the war. This is really the war. This is the war, this is the struggle, this is the reason why I was there in the first place. It's all the nonsense that I talk to myself and tell myself, all the fears and stuff that I have. And the funny thing is, I know that I look great. And it's hard for me to say that because I feel that's very much a conceited thing to say, but I do. I realise that I actually look really good the way I am, despite negative perceptions that I may have about myself in general. But I've been feeling very much those exercise tendencies, the tendencies to restrict and reduce food, and all the old stuff coming back, because as soon as the fear and the anxiety comes up, straight into survival mode, straight into the protection, straight into all the defenses that I created over the years, all the self-talk that comes in and tries to seduce me and draw me away. Because that's what it is, it's a seduction. I essentially seduce myself. As narcissistic as that sounds, and it is really, an eating disorder is a narcissistic disorder in a sense. You know, you're in love with an ideal that's really not healthy, but you're so fixated and obsessed with trying to obtain that ideal that it becomes narcissistic, it becomes selfish, and you forget everything else. You can't see the forest for the trees, you can only see, you know, the bark on a single tree trunk. And that's exactly what happens to me now, is that I've really noticed myself fixating on my love handles, or as a friend told me, that the lack of love handles, and that girls like love handles and things to hold on to. It's hard for me to really, that's like my biggest yucky kind of area that I have. It's that image, that kind of shape that I hate so much, and to get told by you know, a stunningly gorgeous girl that girls like that, just go scratch your head a little bit and you're like, that doesn't make sense. Why? But at the same time, and I'm starting to talk a little bit too much, but this is all the stuff that, this is the reason I do these, and you don't like them, stop watching. But this is for me, and I only do this to be accountable, and this is me being accountable. This is telling you exactly what's in my head, exactly what's in my heart. I'm scared, it hurts, it's hard, it sucks. Some days I wake up and I want to cut the skin from my body. I physically feel ill sometimes, and I'm constantly aware of how I feel in my body. And it's a bit sucky, because there was a point where I was feeling really good, and then there's like that snap, and there's like a change, and it's hard to explain why or how it happens, but it just does. And one day you wake up and you feel a little bit different again. And I know again that it's going to take time and effort to get used to it, and the effort comes with not doing anything stupid. The effort comes with just doing exactly what I've been doing. Maybe not to the intensity that I was doing, because I think there's a point there where I was literally just throwing food at myself to see what happened, and that's not healthy, and I knew that what I was doing wasn't really a healthy way to live. So it's trying to find that healthy medium. Yeah. So I'm in a tough spot at the moment. It could be a lot worse, could be a lot better mindset wise, but I haven't done anything dumb yet, and I'm just trying to stay on the straight and narrow. Some days it's tough, some days it's hard, and there's that constant fear that every bit of food I'm going to eat is going to make a difference. I know that's not realistic, because I've been doing it for so long. But yeah, you know, it's just, it gets a bit difficult when you don't want your body to change anymore, and you don't like what you look like, and you're afraid that it's just going to get worse. So you start missing things, doing other things to try and fix what you think's broken. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't want to leave things on a downer. I'm fiddling with shit, sorry. I don't want to leave things on a downer. You know, it's tough, and it's going to take a while, a lot longer than I think I thought. I think I was on a bit of a roll for a long time, and I was like, it's easy, you know, no worries. But you hit those little spikes in the road, and you're like, oh shit, it's a bit nasty. So I think I'm just in one of those points, and really this is the big one. You know, this is the one that is at the crux of it all. You know, if I can overcome this one, like the food thing is easy, the putting on the weight, it's not fun, but it's easy. You literally, all you have to do is eat. Like, it's not difficult. This is the difficult part, because then you have to live inside what you have created, and live inside what you've chosen to do. And I think sometimes it really helps to go back and look at the old videos Just remember why I did what I did. It's just unfortunate, it doesn't really matter anymore. Anyway, let's not go there. Yep, so there you go. 84 point whatever it was, I can't remember now. But we'll see over the next coming weeks whether it's going to go up, go down. If it starts to go down, we'll put the protein shakes back in. Don't fear. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. You're all watching, so I'm sure my sister will probably just cram them down my throat anyway. But I'm really not wanting it to go up any further. I like my body. I don't like my body, but I like where I am at the moment. I feel healthy. I feel good. It's hard when clothes start to feel tighter. That kind of sucks, but I'm at a point now where I know I'm in a good space in terms of my health, and it's just starting to carve out that niche for the rest of my life, and really settling into what God gave me, how I'm built, my genetic code, how I'm shaped, and come to accept that without trying to do things to fix it or to make it better. Because if I can accept who I am the way I am in its purest form, all the other stuff just becomes for health or for other reasons. Because as soon as I start to do exercise or anything other than that, I'm fucked. Purely and simple. I'll fuck it up again. And I won't even realise I'm doing it. And I'll make all the lies and all the excuses in the world. And I'll probably believe them too for a while. But you'll all see it, and you'll all know, and I'll be the one fooling myself. Anyway, so that's this week's instalment. It's a bit of a rant, bit of a ramble. I apologise for the babbling, but this is the stuff that goes through my head. These are my concerns, these are my fears, and this is the shit that I have to live with on a daily basis. Every minute of every day, unfortunately. And hopefully in the near future it becomes maybe a little bit less, a little bit less, a little bit less, and my eyes start to see what everyone else sees rather than, I don't know, what my brain tells me it's seeing. If that makes any sense. Anyway, go have a good weekend, enjoy the Saturday, Sunday and your Friday night, because Friday becomes, anyway. And I'll see you guys next week. I may have a food challenge prepared for next week, and I'll record that one because it's something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, and something that scares the shit out of me, but it's kind of cool too. Until then, my friends, I will see you next time when you all get to see me half naked. Perverts.